the fucking Reds. Liverpool go to within 1 point of Manchester City. They're sweating, we're flying. 2-0 at the Emirates. Kev, it wasn't bad.
Fucking smashed it, didn't we, there? A little bit of a ropey first half, I think, by all accounts, but they didn't really hit us with anything.
They didn't have a shot.
Well, that's the thing, and the only real time come off a belter of a Thiago assist, didn't it? So, now, done the job, and I think a lot of people said it'd be a relatively comfortable 2-0 win. I thought exactly the same thing, and after an hour, you just thought, we just turned it on, done what we need to do, and then just totally relaxed them on it. Fucking great, boss performance.
Yeah, even when Arsenal were making us sweat, and listen, they're a good team, they're probably going to finish fourth this season, they've got good attacking players, but even when they had us on the ropes a bit, we were managing it, we were managing the situation, just and then as soon as we got on top, boom, we're scoring, and that's the difference between us and those sides who were where we used to be fair.
Yeah, there's this weird thing that's happening at the moment, is that we're playing against good teams, and people are surprised when good teams are having spells in games where they look like good teams against Liverpool, because Liverpool are so used to sort of, just sweeping teams aside, throughout the past few seasons, that you're almost expecting Liverpool to be able to do that now, and they're sort of like biding their time in games and waiting for moments in games, and again tonight, Liverpool sort of bide their time. They come through a couple of rough patches, don't get me wrong. As you say, Arsenal don't necessarily have a shot on target or a big chance that you can sort of hang your hat on, but there's a few times where they look like they might be in behind, or they look like they've got the better of Liverpool, and then all of a sudden Liverpool come up with 2 goals at crucial times in the game and completely take the game away from Arsenal. And you could see it in Arsenal's spirit. I think at the end they just look crushed, and that's what this Liverpool side does. They're absolute spirit crushers.
They are spirit crushers because they're ruthless, and that's what I love about them, Kev, is that as soon as we get on top, we're like, man, we're great things. But even that first half, we get the first big chances, the Virgil header, then we finish the half with a Mane one, he can't quite get it under control. And then in the middle, they have a lot of possession and some territory, but we're making the chances. Then we come out second half, boom, there's that Mane chance straight away, and I'm like, they're just on it here, do you know what I mean? Whatever it was going wrong, they've sorted it.
Yeah, but that we were saying as well, me and John Milburn downstairs were saying, that you trust when they get into the half-time bit, there's an analyst going, I've spotted this and I've spotted that, and here's how, we haven't scored yet, but here's how we will do it. And as you say, we have a chance pretty much first thing, but against a team like Arsenal, sometimes you can't leather them, but they're in a good vein of form, and we were never going to absolutely tonk them tonight. So you've got to play the game that's in front of you, and we did, as you said. They're good, and if they play like that against probably everyone from us and City down, they'll get goals. But he didn't even really create a chance. Like Martinelli was fucking hell fantastic, wasn't he? He's such a player, him. But he's out on the left, and he rotated the centre a couple of times. He megged Henderson as well second half, didn't he? But even once he's done that and he's in the box, he's still got so much work to do because we're so good at defending as well. It's all well and good being fantastic going forward, which by the way we really, really are. But that defence and the goalkeeper, it must be so dispiriting to play against. As you said, it just crushes the life out of people because they're like, fucking hell, even if I do take on the right back and the central midfielder, I get into the box and there's a centre half and then the goalie I've got to try and get past as well. The chance they have when Thiago obviously passes the ball back into the box, the goalie's so good, man. Like, it's so easy as the goalkeeper there.
Calm, and he's
calm.
That's
it. Well, as a goalie there, you think, shit, I've got to try and stop this. And you make the first move. None of that from Alisson, mate.
I've seen keepers so many times, sorry to interrupt, Kev, can see the penalty in that situation.
Well, I can see the penalty, or go down off of the first fake shot, you know what I mean? And then he just roll it into the net. Alisson there just stood up tall, and Odegaard must have been thinking, fucking do something, just do something. And in the end, Odegaard's got to take the shot, and Alisson makes a phenomenal save. That's why you pay mega money for him, and that's why he's probably the best goalkeeper in the world. But moments like that take away from their next attack then, because they're thinking, fucking hell, before we had basically a free shot on goal, and we still couldn't score. What have we got to do here? And then we go bang, bang, and you just think, fucking hell, what can we do? Neil was saying on the shows this week, like, there's a way that Arsenal can get beat quite convincingly, but come out of the game and go, well, do you know what? That was sound, that we've done all right. And I think that was probably exactly the way the game's played out there. If I was Arteta, I'd be saying to them, listen, boys, they're unbelievable, and you will not have to play another team like that again until next season. So you play like that for the rest of this season, mate, and we're not looking fourth, we're probably looking at third. They'd probably catch Chelsea if they play like that. So it's a perfect night for them, but an even better night for us, because how fucking great was it when them goals went in, you know what I mean? To put the pressure on City, and now we know as well. We go into obviously the weekend's FA Cup, but when we come back from that international break, we're the half 12 against Watford. Now listen, they're scrapping for their lives and all that. Like, there's loads of
mad team.
There's loads of like possible context to it, but the reality is we should fucking pump them about 5-0, shouldn't we?
Hello Reds, thanks for watching that taster of the post-match pint. If you want to watch the rest of that video, really easy to watch it right here on YouTube. Just click the join button below. That activates the membership. It gives you access to the Anfield Wrap's premium videos, which includes the post-match pint, but also reviews, previews, exclusive interviews, and it means you can follow us, follow them from here, the heart of Liverpool.